Hello there. This is the tutorial for blackout mode. This will teach you how to navigate easily. It's not hard, I promise. This first room is very easy. This first room will simply demonstrate how the standard functions work. These always work the same way. You can move using the arrow keys. To interact with something, press Z to cancel, press X, press Enter to get into the menus. You can't talk to me again by just interacting anywhere. To go on to the next section, select Next in the menu. Press Escape to leave the tutorial. Main menu. Option. Next, go to the next tutorial. When you are in menus with a lot of data, like items or stats, you can view more data by pressing various letter keys. Usually the letters Q through Y are the most used, but each menu is a little different. The letter keys automatically moves the cursor to the named component. In many menus, you can also use the row of numbers on the top of the keyboard to easily access different menu choices. Outside of the letters the X and Enter key, no other keys will input values for menus. So feel free to experiment. Main menu. Characters mark. 23H. 4, 17, 17, 18, 18, 17 agility. Mic. 6, 6, 7, 18, 12 M, 23, mark, 8, 13, 6, 16, 6, 16, 16 agility. Press Z to view a party. Main menu. Item, options. Next, go to the next tutorial. Now, for some useful navigation functions. These are vital for traveling in dark. Q displays your coordinates. W pulls up a menu that displays landmarks. The coordinates of each landmark is available in the menu. Q lists the current selected item. W lists the coordinates and E lists your own coordinates. Press X to back out. Try using the landmark finder to try to find the flock of birds. Once you can hear them through both channels, you can complete this lesson. Landmark locator. Flock of birds 480,656. X 350 for white 537 coordinates. Next, go to the next tutorial. In this tutorial, I will show you how to use walls for navigation. If you go long enough in a certain direction, you will hear a humming sound. The sound will pan left and right. It also sounds different from hearing above and below you. If you hear no sound at all, that means there is no collision nearby. This means that if you are traversing along a wall, if you suddenly hear no noise, you have potentially come across a passageway. Use this wall navigation technique to exit the maze and find the flock of birds. This is the top wall. This is the left wall. This is the bottom wall. Do you hear how there is no sound for the right wall here? There must be an opening. Next, go to the next tutorial. Now, we will introduce how to leave bookmarks out on the map so that you can easily determine your location. If you press Shift, you will create a bookmark. The bookmark makes a certain tone when you approach it. If you press Shift near a bookmark, it will disappear. Each time you place a bookmark, the pitch changes. If you move above the bookmark, it will be higher pitched than normal. If you keep placing these bookmarks as you move along, you can make a trail that you can follow, and build a web of paths from the relative locations of each bookmark. You can also clear all bookmarks by pressing Ctrl. Use these bookmarks to help place landmarks in this maze, and find the exit with the flock of birds. Next, go to the next tutorial. I know that last one was probably pretty challenging, but you solved a maze without looking. How neat is that? Don't worry, this is the final tutorial. If you press Alt-Shift, you'll hear a strange noise. This noise is actually an audio representation of nearby collisions. Every place where a collision is found, you can hear a tone that correlates with its relative location. The sound changes volume of its differently pitched channels while, as the sound continues playing, the collisions you hear represented are moved. The higher pitched areas indicate collisions higher on the map, and lower pitched areas indicate lower collisions on the map. Perhaps it would be better to just experiment with this feature and hear it for yourself. If you go south, you can hear strange collisions that will be detected by this sound. Next, go to the next tutorial. Congratulations! You completed the navigation tutorial. Press Enter or Z to continue.